Super Typhoon Surigae, also known as Bising in the Philippines, turning towards the north along the east coast of Luzon here on the evening of the 18th of April 2021. I always know the date as these forecasts can change from day to day, and really the data can change as well, just like this. This is satellite imagery now. This is still a super typhoon. It is still a dangerous storm system, but you can really see on satellite imagery this is starting to interact with a bit of shear towards the north. It's moving away from that very warm sea surface temperatures towards the east of Mindanao. I mean, it still has a lot of ingredients for a strong storm, but I mean, just compare it with 24 hours ago where we had that clear and defined eye, those rain bands that were pushing on shore in Samar, and some pretty significant flooding taking place. So, I mean, not time to let your guard down, but the good news, it is backing off a bit on intensity. Actually, you can see that here. Visible satellite imagery, still plenty of convection wrapping around this. We still have those outer rain bands across Legazpi, Catanduanes, out there towards Samar. Winds right now in the center, according to the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, of 250, gusting up to 305 kilometers per hour. Pressure at 930 hectopascals, moving towards the north-northwest at about 8 kilometers per hour. Key thing right now, though, is that wind field. Maybe not the center of circulation, because we can throw out those numbers, but no one is there. But look how far the tropical storm strength winds, that is upwards of about 90 kilometers, or 54 kilometers per hour, I should say, extend out, basically all the way out there towards southeastern Luzon, Catanduanes, all of Samar. You're looking at these winds upwards of a tropical storm strength, and maybe even a few typhoon strength winds along the immediate coastal areas. Big thing on microwave imagery, just earlier this morning, you had that defined center of circulation, that defined eye as this approached, but you can see near the end of that frame that started to go through an eye wall replacement cycle. Regardless, it was a potent storm system as it moved past Samar here. These are some photos from Tacloban today. You can see that significant flooding, the river level rise just due to that persistent rainfall that came on shore as this moved on by. Significant flooding out there. This is from Nico out there in Catanduanes. Very interesting cloud feature. Some of those stronger cells in a video he shot there right along the coastal area. Remember, Catanduanes just suffered this past autumn from a very major typhoon there as well, and they're just starting to get impacted by this one. At least they're not getting a direct hit, but definitely for sure close enough to cause problems. All right, let's take a look at the bigger picture here, and this is what I was talking about with that shear, and you can actually see a cold front back towards the north really tugging on our storm, and thus it's kind of just shear it and pull it back towards the north here, and that's what's really going to be saving the east coast of Luzon. And plus, you can kind of see on our Dvorak intensity estimate that rapid intensification from the 16th through the 17th here. It leveled out as it went through that eye wall replacement cycle, and now starting to drop back down, and we're starting to see a little bit of weakening. But like I said, by no means weak. I mean, take a look at this. This is what, estimated 130, 140 knots. That's absolutely incredible still. Regardless if we are getting a little bit of a weaker storm system. Here's the bigger picture and why this is tracking towards the north, though. We got our high towards the east, high towards the west. Here's that cold front stretching just east of Japan that is going to grab this kind of just like a hook, pick it up and pull it towards the north here, and plus try to weaken this guy. But boy, it is still storm. I don't like saying that word right now because it technically is true, but by no means is it a weak storm. It is still a very dangerous storm system out here, even if it's just off the coast, and even if we have those rain bands. We've already got one casualty that has been reported out here due to a coconut tree falling on somebody. So, you know, still dangerous storm as it tracks off towards the north. And good news, staying south of Okinawa. Here's a look at the probability, at least tropical storm strength conditions as well. Still going to be seeing that potential definitely across Catanduanes, but still the potential along the east coast of Luzon. And I think even off towards like places like the Cagayan Valley, you could be seeing those tropical storm strength gusts as well on top of that. Signal Force 2 is still in place as of making this here on the evening of the 18th for all of Samar and Catanduanes due to the outer rain bands of our storm system as it does continue to track off there towards the north. And you take a look at the GFS 10-meter wind. And yeah, this is through Thursday, April 22nd. I think the GFS is handling this pretty well, especially compared to where the ECMWF has been. Just kind of showing our storm system tracking pretty close to Catanduanes and then starting to turn and veers back towards north and eventually towards north-northeast. But you still see that outer wind field still bringing those gusty conditions all along the eastern seaboard. So, yeah, it's just off the coast, and this is the key thing. I think the outer rain band still can catch people off guard, and like you've seen there in Samar. Now, Samar is under a signal force too, so if you were caught off guard there, you didn't listen to any of the warnings. And I mean, I'm not saying you didn't watch my videos. I mean, the official warnings were saying all along there was going to be some nasty weather. At least one death has been reported, and it's still close enough for those impacts. All right, thank you very much, everybody who's been helping me out on Patreon. I still got to update this list. I've been so busy the last few days. I've had a few new people that have jumped in and helped out. But if you really want to try to keep these videos going, especially through typhoon season, like I said, I'm so busy. I have multiple jobs, but if I can kind of devote more time to this, and the Patreon does help. Not to mention, I got some new computer graphics that I really want to add into this, and if I can get those going, my goodness, it really can improve these updates and just make them that much better. Anyways, thanks for watching. I put a lot of information in there trying to explain what's going on, so I hope you guys found it useful. I'm going to have another update likely as we go ahead here into your Monday morning. But for now, thanks for watching. And as always, stay safe out there.